Hope you're having a great day. Today we're going to talk about the very worst college majors. And why the heck are we going to talk about that? So that you don't choose a bad college major that's going to lead to being underemployed for the rest of your life. So I'm going to show you some really cool resources that are going to help you narrow down which college majors are a waste of time and which college majors are going to lead to a very bright career so that you can make the money that you deserve and have a good, steady job for the remainder of your career. If that sounds good, then let's dive in.
Hi, I'm Ryan Swayt, and I used to be a two-time college dropout, making just $12 an hour. Then I learned how to hack college and earned an entire bachelor's degree in 9 months flat. Subscribe to my channel, and I'll show you how.
All right, so what I want to do, I'm going to do a lot more in this video than just give you like a ranked list, 1 through 10. I'm literally going to show you how to find out, using a really cool tool that I found, how to find out which college majors are not worth your time and which college majors are. Okay, so let's jump over to my computer screen. Okay, this is a tool that I found. It's the Federal Reserve Bank of New York. But here's the important thing. I'm going to scroll down to the bottom. This is all data from the U.S. Census Bureau. Okay, so it's really good data. And they've basically just made a little graph here so that we can do some research and figure out which college degrees we need to avoid and which college degrees are going to lead to a bright career and good money and good employment and things like that. So here's how this tool works. Okay. As you can see, it's basically labor market outcomes according to which college major a person earned. Okay, so when you earn a major, what happens throughout the remainder of your career? Okay, and here's the cool thing. We can adjust this chart and this graph according to unemployment rates, underemployment rates, early career wage earnings, mid-career wage earnings, and basically figure out which of these degrees are going to lead to a really hard time getting a job and which degrees are going to lead to good jobs and high job security. So what I want to do here, and something that I really look at when I'm trying to determine what degrees are worth my time and what degrees are not, is I like to look at underemployment rate. Okay. Unemployment rates, I mean, let's say you find something that's 5% unemployment rate. Listen, getting a job is a skill, okay? So if you go all the way through college and you get a college degree and then you don't know how to get a job, that can cause problems and cause you to have a hard time getting a job, right? And it's not always the degree itself that's making it hard for you to get a job. Sometimes it's just lacking knowledge on how to get a job. So I like to look at underemployment rates. Okay. Now, as you can see here, if we sort by underemployment rates, special education, nursing, elementary education, civil engineering, education, education, engineering, and computer science. Those are your very basically lowest underemployment rates. And what that means is if you graduate in these specific fields and get these majors, you've got a very low chance of being underemployed. And what that means is that you're going to get a job that's worthwhile. It's going to pay you what you want to be paid, right? Being underemployed, essentially what that means is you're not using your entire degree and you're not getting it paid as much as you want to get paid. Now, let's look at the other side of the coin, okay? And this is, okay, let me go back up here. 11% all the way through 20-ish percent underemployment rate. Now, if you scroll down to the bottom of the list here, underemployment rates for these degrees down at the bottom, 73%, like from 50 to 73%. That's bad, okay? Now, the degree that leads to the highest underemployment rate is criminal justice. And I imagine, and you gotta ask yourself why. Why is this degree not leading to higher employment. Okay. One thing might be to be in criminal justice or to be a police officer or to work in these areas. You don't have to have a college degree, right? A lot of this is the criminal justice system. A lot of times it's like police officers getting jobs and proving that they're really good at their jobs. And then they get promotions from there to be investigators and all sorts of different stuff, right? There are lots of jobs in the field, but a lot of times those jobs are earned by people who start at the bottom of the ladder and climb their way up to the top. Just getting a criminal justice degree doesn't mean that you go and skip everything and get a better job than people that have been working there for 20 plus years, right? So that's something to consider. Performing arts, okay? Leisure and hospitality, liberal arts, business management. Now, here's one thing that I will say. Business management degrees, I actually like business management degrees. I got a marketing degree myself, but business management degrees, here's the problem. The problem with business management degrees is that it's a super, super popular degree and tons of people have these degrees, okay? So what that means is if there's 100 job openings and 300 people with business management degrees for those 100 job openings, it's hard to get a job, right? So here's what I'll say. With degrees like this, sometimes it's important to get a degree and then specialize in something specific so that you qualify for a more specific job instead of just the broad job. Now, there's nothing wrong with getting a broad degree, especially if you don't know exactly what kind of job you're wanting to get. If you go get a really niche and specific degree and you don't know what job you want to get, you can get stuck in a niche that you don't enjoy, and you can just get stuck, right? So if you get a business management degree, for example, just know that you're going to need to learn how to get jobs and how to get good jobs. And you're probably going to need to develop further skills over time to set yourself apart from the competition because lots of people have these degrees. So that's something to look at. Now, agriculture, public policy and law, animal and plant sciences, fine arts, art history, mass media. There are just a good chunk of jobs or good chunk of majors that lead to being underemployed. And as you can see here, if we scroll up, underemployment rate does tend to go hand in hand. Like special education, really low underemployment rate, also a really low unemployment rate. But if we go down here, those get higher, right? We're pushing 3, 4, sometimes even 5% unemployment rate. So these are things that you can look at as you're trying to choose your college major. The reason I want to show you a tool like this is because, and I've seen lots of videos that give you like a ranked list 1 through 10. And a lot of times those ranked lists, they're not actually showing degrees that are common that lots and lots of people are interested in, right? This is why it's important to do your own research and decide what field you want to go into and what degree does it take to get into those fields. And then take those decisions and do further research based off of those decisions. Now, a few things that I want to challenge you to do as you're choosing a college degree. A big, big mistake that people make when they choose their college degrees is they want to go into college 100% based off of what they're interested in and what they're passionate about. And there's nothing wrong with pursuing a career based off of passion. For example, I chose a career based off of passion. But it's important to do your research and align that passion with good career paths. Okay, so instead of just going and studying 100% passion, line that passion up with a solid career path. Like, how can you make money doing this? How can you have a steady, good job doing this? And what specific degrees do you need to get to start going down that path. Okay. So if you're just going 100% passion, keep in mind. Now, another mistake people make is they choose a degree just based off of, I just want a degree and I want any degree, right? Now, that is not the worst decision. Like, yes, if you have a college degree, you qualify for more jobs. End of story. And a lot of employers, they just say, we want someone with a bachelor's degree. And it doesn't matter what it's in. There are lots of situations like that. One challenge with this is you may go get a degree just for ease, and that degree can open all sorts of doors that you're not interested in for your career. Okay. It's really, really important to kind of map out your career before you're 100% finalized on which major you're choosing. That doesn't mean you can't start college, because you can start college and start working on all your undergrad work while you're making these decisions. And then you make these career decisions and then you adjust accordingly and make sure you get a major that's going to open those doors. Now, another thing I want to add is that even if you're like, for example, let's say you're like, I want a criminal justice degree, but it's got really high underemployment rates. But this is my passion, and I know the exact job that I want to get, and I need a criminal justice degree for that job. That's okay if you have a very specific goal in mind, okay? But if you're like, oh, it'd be cool to work like with police officers and be an investigator or something like that, I mean, just take a step back and do some more research about the career, okay? Because if you're just gung-ho making a random decision, you can end up in one of these situations where you're underemployed. Now, underemployment rates, that's not the only thing that you should make your decision off of or base your decision off of. Like I said a minute ago, getting a job is a skill that you need to learn, okay? Just having a degree, and you see people all the time who have college degrees and they're like a waitress or a waiter, or they work jobs that literally just don't use their degree at all. Sometimes, and I'll even argue that a lot of the time, or even most of the time, it's not a matter of that a college degree is worthless. It's a matter of once you have the degree, you have to get good at getting jobs and learn how to get good jobs. That's a skill that can be learned. If you're watching this video, you're trying to learn something, right? Take those same learning skills and go learn how to get a job. Hit YouTube and learn how to fill out resumes, how to get job interviews and things like that. And your chances of getting a good job are going to go way up, okay? Don't just go get a degree and just throw it out there and send out a bunch of resumes, because there's a good chance you're going to be underemployed, okay? Unless you choose one of these jobs or one of these careers like nursing or teaching, like really easy to get jobs in those fields because there's such high demand and there aren't enough people willing to do that work. That's a situation where, like, if you want to go be a nurse, do it. It's a really good career and you're going to have a really easy time getting a job, right? Teachers as well. And you also, of course, can adjust based off of how much you're going to earn and things like that. But that's kind of the premise to figuring out what the heck you want to do in college and what do you want to study. Make sure it's career-based and make sure you do your research and know that it's going to open a lot of doors for you. I hope this video's helped. If you've watched my YouTube channel at all, you know that I earned an entire bachelor's degree in just 9 months. I did this by literally testing out of all of my college classes. If you'd like to learn how to do that, I'm going to leave a link down below in the video description. If you're on your phone, you just click on the title of the video and it opens up the description. But yeah, down in the video description, I'll leave a link to a video where I literally teach you the 3-step process of degree hacking. What is degree hacking? It's essentially the process of hacking college, testing out of all your classes, and earning a degree in a matter of months instead of years while paying literally pennies on the dollar in tuition. If that's interesting to you, I will leave the link down below. And my hope is that you can earn a college degree even faster than I did, and you can have these doors, these career doors open for you and qualify for your dream jobs and for jobs that are going to pay you like you deserve to be paid. I hope this video has helped. I hope you have a wonderful day. And I will also leave a link to this graph down below in the description as well so that you can use it and do your research. And yeah, hope you are doing well. Leave comments if you have any questions. Subscribe to the channel, like the video, and I'll see you in the next video.